See what I mean? The other day she sent me something. Sent me $8 for breakfast. So Nakia leave the house at like 6:30 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I leave never because I work from home.
I didn't meal prep breakfast this week.
Yeah, and then I woke up to an $8 cash app, and I was like, "What's this for?" I'm like, "Nakia is so sweet. She sent me $8 to go and get me a breakfast sandwich." And no, she got herself breakfast.
But
what's going on, y'all?
hey,
Welcome back to another episode of The Marriage Conversation.
it's been a while.
It has, man. It has. So, give y'all a quick update, and it's me not pre-planning, but I had my wisdom teeth out like almost a month ago, right? And everybody was telling me it was gonna be super easy. Like, I'll be back in a couple days. So I was like, oh cool, I should be able to record. And yeah, your boy was out of it for about
2 weeks.
a strong 2 weeks too.
Yeah.
A strong 2 weeks. And I'm getting back now, so keep me all in your prayers and your thoughts. But shout out to my beautiful wife for holding me down, for real. Cause of course, I don't know if anybody ever had their wisdom teeth out, but you can't drive, you can't really eat anything, and so my wife was trying to make sure I was as comfortable as possible through that whole process. So shout out to my wife. That's me inserting some cheers and all of that.
You don't have to insert it now. You did it.
There we go. Cool. So yeah. So that's really what's been going on. People been hitting us up saying, hey, like, is the podcast over?
Mid-season break.
Yeah, mid-season break. And nah, it was none of that. It was literally me not pre-planning and not doing what we were supposed to be doing.
He didn't know he was gonna be that down bad, and neither did I.
Yeah.
And then plus life happened. Like, I've been tired working
Yeah.
and just busy schedules doing stuff and not able to record, and that's okay.
Yeah, it was out of time. It was doing all of that stuff. So yeah, it was a bunch of stuff going on, but nevertheless, we back.
Been gone for a minute. Now we back with the jump off. Goons in the club.
I'm about to say, you skipping all over that verse. She said in the graveyards where you can get dumped off. But it's all good. So,
I was out there in my Christian nerd phase.
okay, so she ain't know all the words.
Yeah.
So today we got another good topic for you all. And it's something that we talked about before, but we're gonna really break it down a little bit more without going into a lot of detail. But hopefully, as we always say, we're not experts, but hopefully this helps you all in your relationships, in your marriage, courtships, whatever you want to call it.
Our unprofessional opinion.
For sure, for sure. So today we're going to be talking about finances and how we, and I say we, me and Nakia, how we split up our bills. And I'm sure y'all probably about to click off right now. Split up? What you mean? EJ not taking care of everything? Nah, your boy ain't got it like that yet. I'm not taking care of all the bills.
And disclaimer, this is what works for our relationship.
Right.
What works for your relationship may be different. You may have one person that takes care of everything. You may split everything 50-50. You may alternate months, and that is fine. But we're just sharing what works for us.
For real, for real. Harper, can you turn that down?
A little bit. Oh, you're going on 30.
Yeah, to about 15. Keep going.
About 15.
Yeah,
Yeah.
1-5.
You going the wrong way.
No, you're fine.
No,
yeah.
you're going back up. She was at 17.
No,
Then
then
go
she's
back up
going
to-
back down.
Okay, there you go. Appreciate it.
Okay.
All right, cool. So, yeah, this is what works for us. And so, let's just get into it. So, combined, we are well off. If you're talking about in terms of salary. And another, I guess, important note is we both work full-time jobs. And so, we don't have like businesses that bring in a large amount yet of our income. This is all based off of working 40 hours a week, getting paid two times a month.
Mm-hmm.
So, also put that disclaimer out there, that bit of information. So, we were trying to calculate the numbers a little bit before this podcast, and I make roughly about 25% more money than Nakia does in terms of annual salary. And we were also talking about what Nakia, how our household income is based off of. So Nakia bringing about 40%, I bring about 60% of the income. And so, babe, you want to talk about like what you're responsible for, and I'll fill in the blanks.
So all I know is I give EJ $335
Oh
a
my
month.
God.
But that's for cell phone bill, water, HOA fees, and I think electric bill. One of those. Whatever he do with the money, I don't know. I just send him my
bills get
portion. I also pay for our car insurance.
Mm-hmm.
That's a joint bill, and then I also pay.
Not joint. Like you take care of that.
No, I'm saying that's a bill that we share.
Oh,
we have bills that we don't share.
Okay, I wanted to just clarify. Okay, for
Yeah.
the people, yeah.
Yeah, and then I also take care of all the food and groceries.
House management,
Yeah. So-
kitchen management.
Yeah, I used to just grocery shop, and roughly a month it would be anywhere between $600 to $800. But now I've switched to HelloFresh, which is taking that bill down some. So that's roughly, well, it's probably about $600. But I know I can skip it and all that stuff. It's a little more flexible, and I have exactly what I need. I'm not buying in excess and
Yeah.
stuff going bad and wasting money in that sense. So yeah, so it could be a max of $600 just based on just as a rough estimate, approximation. And personally, I take care of my car note and
Okay.
and
Yeah.
my student loan payments.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So for me, I take care of the mortgage, which is a large chunk of. Why are you laughing?
I'm just smiling.
Oh, that's a large chunk of all of our monthly bills, and so
You
that's
can't
right.
even get it out. You
yeah.
stuttering.
Look, it hurt me every time I gotta pay it. I thank God we got a house, you know, our beautiful home that God bless us with. But every time I gotta pay that mortgage, I be like, bruh.
Ooh.
Yeah, for real. So that's a large piece of our
Income.
bills that we got to put out. Also, there is the water bill. Did you say you paid that?
It's either water or electric
Yeah.
that I pay. So-
I can't remember. So put a little pin in it. So what happened was we were on our 2-year trip, and we told y'all we did this. We did the 222, and so we went to Chicago, and I was telling Nakia, I was like, "Yo, I need some help with these bills," you know.
Because prior to that, I wasn't.
Yeah, she was doing her thing, living life.
Well, I had just started my new job, and
She-
I was working at Chipotle before, and I really making that much money.
She was living life, shopping at Amazon every day, and so you know I had to reel her in, and we had to have a tough conversation. Nah, it wasn't tough at all. I just said, "Hey, babe, I need some
Honest
help."
Conversation.
Yeah, honest conversation. I said, "Hey, babe, I need some help. You know, these bills getting a little egregious, and
I ain't
so
gonna lie.
yeah, it's heavy." So that's what happened. So I don't remember what the money was. So if we say something that contradicts before, she either paid the electricity or the water. They both very similar. And that's the other thing. Some people like this, some people don't. But we also set up our electricity to be equal pay throughout the year. It just helps us to manage our money a little bit better. For other people, y'all might not like doing that, but that's what we do. Like I said, it helps us to manage our finances. And so,
Especially if you're gonna be living somewhere for an extended amount of time. So that way, like, we plan to live in this house for the next 5 years. So the next 5 years, we're gonna be paying the same amount. And then at the end, if we move, then we'll settle up if we owe them some more money based on our usage, or if they even owe us money based on our usage, we'll break even that way.
yeah. So if this is your first time ever hearing about equal pay, just call your electricity company and just ask them if that's something that they offer. I know if you're new and you never had an account with them, you have to kind of go 3 months, I think, before they'll start averaging out, and then they'll give you that number based off that average.
But if you live in an apartment, they'll usually give it to you right away
Oh,
because
okay.
they know how much apartments use, you know, based on the square footage and stuff. That's
Yeah.
what I learned from Duke Energy in North Carolina.
Yeah, and then the other piece is with the equal pay, you're only allowed to miss like one payment before they scratch that. They're like, "Oh no, you can't even handle the equal pay, so now we're gonna tax you."
Charge you for your usage.
Yeah. So just again, if it worked for you, it worked for you. I'm just telling you what worked for us, but I wanted to help somebody with that. So either the water or electricity, Nakia pay for, and I pay for the other. I got the mortgage. And then I take care of the internet bill, which is not that much. Internet like $50, $60, something like that. And I think that's all I pay for jointly. And then outside of that, I don't have a car note anymore.
You're welcome.
Yeah, my car paid for, so thank God for that. I'm trying to think outside of that, what do I pay for?
Well, he's trying to make it seem like he needs so much help.
Well, I pay for stuff and I just don't know. Like, you know how y'all be having subscription services? So I got stuff, I do photography on the side, so I got those types of bills, but they're also kind of small. Like I got a $10 a month service that I pay for to keep my pictures to send to my clients. I got
Amazon. We usually
we got Amazon, but that's annual. But yeah, we rotate that every other year, so that's $119 or something like that.
Yeah, it's going up now to $130.
Yeah, it's definitely going up. And then of course we both got gas and those types of things. But
we both put gas in our own cars, even though we share with driving. We don't really be like, oh,
you took my car. Yeah, put my gas.
Whoever's car is driving, that person pays for the gas.
Yeah. And then our kids.
Yeah.
So I have a child support payment that I have to send out every month, and then we also, for Harper, it just depends on who she with. She got this thing now where she go into the store and she be like, oh, I want to get something, like every time that we in the store. And so depending on who she with,
she might get it.
Yeah, she might get it. I'm a little bit.
If you're in a good mood.
Yeah, she got to catch me in a good mood. Like, you know what I'm saying? The sun got to be out. I got to just be getting out of church. The birds got to be chirping. The temperature got to be a cool 75 degrees. And then I'm going to say yes.
Yeah, we're also trying to start her with chores. So she can earn an allowance for the chores that she does. So I came up with about 4 or 5 chores for her. And then every day that she does those, she gets $1. So roughly in a month, that's 5 chores. So $5 a day times 30. Yes. 5 times, she get like $150 a month. But she doesn't need to do those chores every day. So I don't think she's gonna get $150 a month.
Yeah, she might not.
Yeah, 5 times 30 is $150.
Yeah.
So potentially she could earn up to $150.
Right, and I just pulled out my cell phone. I want to make sure. We didn't talk about the cell phone bill.
I said I'll pay that.
Oh, okay, cool. I just want to make sure that we good with that. Yeah. The other thing too is piano lessons for Harper.
Oh yeah.
Which you paid for the first time, and I paid for the second time. So I don't know if that's
I guess we're rotating.
Yeah, I don't want to rotate though. You see, I'm calling her out. I'm calling her to the table. Red table talk. Yeah, I don't want to alternate. Yeah.
Okay, I'll cash up.
Yeah, send me my money, cuz.
Cause my account for that didn't work. But also, like with going out to eat, most of the time I be quiet because I want you to pay for it.
Bruh.
So when the bill come, I just sit there. You know, like when a teacher trying to find somebody to call on in class, and you just be looking everywhere else.
Yeah, that's kid. Honestly,
I want to feel taken care of sometimes, but I also blame the pandemic because in 2020 I didn't work after the school year ended, and I was still getting paid, and them checks was coming in, and EJ was like, cool, you don't have to work, you stay home, take care of Harper. And we were staying with my parents, so we didn't have that many bills. I was able to pay my car note, I was able to pay our insurance, and I was good. And then so I'm spoiled, and EJ was taking care of everything else.
Yeah. Bro, a large chunk of my money go to getting Harper a 4 for $4, like, well, it ain't even a 4 for $4 no more. $5 biggie bag. So that take up a lot of my money. And then, like Nakia said, when we go out, whether it's like adult out or just out as a family, she gonna sit back. And then sometimes I'll be like, all right, kid, it's on you.
And I'll ask sometimes. I do.
This is on you.
Oh, another bill that I have a Canva Pro account. So I pay for that. EJ actually uses that.
I do use that
on
sometimes.
My team. Yeah. But I mean, I need Canva Pro.
Yeah, we gotta have that. That's
for all the social media content, podcasts, YouTube. I do editing for other people as well. So
yeah.
So I definitely need that.
Yeah, definitely. I was gonna say something and I forgot.
Yeah. I don't know.
Dang.
Oh, and then like we have credit cards where I'm an authorized user. So if I do use the credit card where I'm an authorized user, I make sure that I send EJ the payment that I use. Because sometimes, so a lot of times I use it because I can't find my card.
See what I mean? The other day she sent me something. Sent me $8 for breakfast. So I can't leave the house at like 6:30 in the morning. I leave never because I work from home.
I didn't meal prep breakfast this week.
Yeah, and then I woke up to an $8 cash app, and I was like, "What's this for?" I'm like, "Nakia's so sweet. She sent me $8 to go and get me a breakfast sandwich." And no, she got herself breakfast.
But I got you some points though on the gold card.
Yeah, whatever.
But I'll use it like, so a lot of times it'll be because I can't find my card. And then if I'm out at a restaurant and get points, because you get points on that card. Like recently I went out to brunch with Jasmine and I used the gold card to get the points, and then I just cash out EJ or send it to her, be like, "Oh, hey babe," you know.
Yeah.
And sometimes Amazon's been using one of our shared cards for purchases that I made, so then I'll be like, "Oh, my bad, here is the money."
Yeah. And I know some of y'all sitting around probably trying to calculate, dang, EJ don't have that many bills. But the other thing that I pay for too is our health insurance. And anybody that pay for health insurance know that that's a pretty large bill depending on what company you work for.
And that just comes out the check.
Yeah, so that come out my check before I even see it. So I got that.
He also has the HSA.
And then I got HSA, which is a health savings account. So I put money in that out of my check. So you can use that for all your medical expenses, for medical bills. If we need to go get some Tylenol from the store, we can swipe for that.
You can also purchase stuff off of Amazon from HSA.
Like we bought a massager last year. So
the COVID testing and plenty of medicine and stuff.
Yeah, I got like an allergic reaction or something going on in my eye right now. So I actually used the card last night to get some eye drops.
Yeah, we bought Harper some medicine, keep stuff inside.
Yeah.
It comes in handy. You can also pay for like your medical expenses. I should probably use that to pay for when I went to the OBGYN.
Okay. But yeah, I thought you was gonna use it. Yeah.
Woo, mind slip.
Yeah.
Being a grown up is so many tabs open in your mind.
Yeah.
But
So and then the other thing that I do with my paycheck is that I also take a lot of it and put it into my 401k. Again, these are things that work for me. It may not work for you, but yeah, I believe in preparing for my future. So as my man Dave would say, you know, I gotta look out for future EJ. So.
And I was gonna say, what the philosophy we have in our finances is not about equal giving; it's about equal sacrifice. So as EJ mentioned, since he makes about 60% of the household income, then of course more of his income will go towards the household expenses that we share. And although I may be giving less money, it's still a sacrifice for me. And sacrifice, not like, oh, it's so hard to spend this money or to pay these bills, but just, it's the same amount of tug or pull, or I don't know the right word for it. But previously when we weren't married, we just did 50-50.
Oh yeah, we did. Which I'm okay with 50-50 in dating. Like I know there's a big debate about like the dude should take care of everything, but that just don't work for us.
Yeah, and I feel like 50-50 just makes sense because when you're dating, you're not legally bound to each other. So if it's 50-50, y'all can just walk away and things aren't so intermingled. We did get a joint account when we were dating.
That's another bill too, but we just put money in that account and let it go.
Oh, Harper's.
Yeah, she got life insurance, and we just—it's like $8. Yeah, we put a bunch of money. Well, I shouldn't say a bunch. It's like $300 in that account, and we just let it go.
Yeah, but mostly everything was like 50-50. We still did the same thing with like going out to eat and stuff like that. But like Harper, when she was in daycare, that was 50-50. We weren't sharing insurance.
Yeah.
So I still had like my own bills with my car insurance. He had his own car insurance at the time. We had our own cell phone bills.
All of that.
Yeah. So everything was 50-50. The rent that we paid was
Light
50-50.
bill, water bill,
Yeah.
any bill.
I would just go, because at that time I was handling all the bills, actually.
Yeah, you were.
Like, I handled everything, so I would go through and be like, okay, this is it, this is it, this is it.
Yeah.
And then I would text EJ and be like, okay, this is the amount I need for this month.
Yeah.
And sometimes I would just go ahead and pay it and wait for him to like pay me back. So it's kind of our roles have reversed now that we're married. Like EJ's the money manager and make sure that everything gets paid, and then I give it to him, which is weird, but I've adjusted to it. I'm cool.
Yeah.
I like it like that.
Yeah.
It
You was
it's
also
working.
making more money than me. In every previous role, you made more money than.
This is the first time that I've made less money than EJ.
Yeah. So.
But I don't care. It's not
Yeah.
a D measuring contest.
No, it's not. I want to stay home.
I want to stay home. It's a competition to see who can stay home.
first. Yeah. So. Yeah.
I already did it before, so.
Yeah.
But everybody was at home.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
But yeah, I feel like this works for us, and may it change in the future.
It may.
It just might, and I feel like EJ and I are flexible enough and open-minded enough, and willing to have honest conversations enough to be like, hey, this needs to change, this needs to shift. If EJ ever comes to me and be like, hey, we need to make a little more money, or
we need to make more money.
We all need to make more money. But if you ever need to contribute more money, I'm down with that. Like recently, there was opportunity at my school to teach summer school, and I wasn't gonna do it originally because I was supposed to be out the country.
Sign up.
And EJ had told me, he was like, oh, you need to sign up for it. And I was like, oh, I'm supposed to go on my trip. But God canceled that trip.
Gotta figure out a way to get this money. So, huh? I gotta figure out a way to get this money.
Yeah, so now I'm going to be doing summer school and making some quote unquote extra money, bringing it to the household, you know?
Yeah. So, that's the gist of our bills and our monies. Again, we don't want to get too personal because that is our business. Can't have y'all counting our pockets, but we did want to be a little bit transparent.
Y'all will know how much we make once we become real estate moguls and they report our finances in Forbes and everybody starts trying to guess what we make. You know how you go Google Beyonce and Jay-Z, their estimated net worth. Then y'all know.
Yeah, then you'll know. But before then, yeah.
Unless God says otherwise.
Yeah, just keep guessing. But I really do hope this helps somebody and it helps you all to have a conversation.
Yeah. So I have some stuff for y'all. Drop down in the comments below and let us know like how you set up your finances with your partner. And then also, what are some struggles that you have with financial issues or any financial situations with your partner, and what do you need help with? Who's the spender? Who's the saver?
It's always one of y'all.
I'm the spender.
Yeah.
EJ's the saver. I can be a saver when I want to. But because EJ got me covered.
No,
You know.
I just told her upstairs that she need to give me some more money.
But I did hear something from Pastor Deb, our bishop's wife and the first lady. She said she doesn't see her husband as her provider, that's her partner.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a mind shift. I do see EJ as my partner, but sometimes I kind of lean on the shield, as they say in Greek life.
Yeah.
And I see him as my provider. Like, I can spend this money because EJ got me. And I found $20 the other day, so.
Yeah, I have that belong to me. That's what I told her. So, and I pay my tithes and offering too.
If you wanna be.
Yeah, I do that. I gotta pay my tithes.
In our church, you can put it on auto pay at our church.
And I don't do that. But not because I don't want to. I want to get to a place where I can put everything on auto pay.
Yeah.
And I don't even have to think about it. Like,
sometimes your paycheck don't hit when it needs to, and then they just trying to pull the money out.
Yeah. I have to come back on another episode and just tell y'all about like my credit card system, because I rarely pay anything on my debit card for that reason, because I want to be in a place where if they take the money too fast, it's on the credit card, and I don't have to worry about it. Like, that ain't keeping me up at night. But credit cards, you really have to be disciplined, because if not, it'll get away from you. Because credit card companies see you doing well, they're like, oh, here go an increase, here go another $2,000, here go another $5,000, and before you know it, you're like, oh, Miami, here I come, Aruba, here I come, Mexico, here I come.
Oh, that's another bill I had. I did have a loan from our bank that I was paying. That was personal, but I paid that off.
Yeah, that's gone.
I paid my car off too.
Yeah, so
summer.
Yeah, no. Now, Kia done gave y'all instructions.
Yeah. Drop down in the comments below.
And let us know how y'all feeling about this. And if y'all got questions, again, we're not experts, but we'll love to help y'all on that.
And if you enjoyed this, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. All right, leave us a comment. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, and share.
Yeah, we'll see y'all on the next one.